What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take an in-depth look at a 1/4 scale Devastator prototype by XM Studios. Now let's get into it. Alright, this is from the Dark Knight's Metal comics. The origin of this character is basically from Negative Earth 1, where Superman's gone rogue and tried to kill everyone. Now Bruce Wayne tried to kill him with the kryptonite spears, but Superman cut off his arm with the heat vision that makes Batman inject himself with the Doomsday virus, turning him into Doomsday and Batman hybrid monster. And then he ended up killing Superman, but the power that he has corrupted his mind before Batman Who Laughs came and recruited him. Now let's check out the details. The base is basically a broken rock ground with Devastator spike coming out of the ground everywhere here, and you see fire hydrant right here. The ground is broken. It looks like he's in a battle. Even underneath here, you can see the pipes underneath the ground. And the rock just kind of exploded from the ground. Okay, let's check out Devastator. He has on some kind of a blue tight suit, and then you have his spike coming out everywhere, tearing up the suit as well. He is in a screaming pose, basically fighting with someone right now. You can see in the detail the spike on his knuckles. And all torn up, you can see the symbol on his chest as well. All red eyes, open mouth, horns everywhere. Very cool looking. And his right arm reaching out forward, reaching out backward like this, with a spike everywhere, and the same details of the fabric just get torn all over the place. Also, you see here the manhole is being blown next to him, so it looks like the ground is exploding while he is using his power of some sort. There's also a lot of details in the skin and the spike in his back right here. All right, now I'm gonna give you guys the measurement. Let's start with the width. It is around 17¼ inches, or about 44 centimeters. All right. Now let's check out the depth from the rock in the back to his left arms extended forward. About 17½ inches, or about 45 centimeters. And the height to the top of the spike is around 23 inches, or about 59 centimeters. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give my thought on this guy, but if I were to get him, it would cost me about $1,200 all in. Also, the edition size for this guy is only $299. Now, remind you, this is 1/4 scale and also a prototype, so it's not gonna be perfect. All right, this prototype only came in 3 pieces and 1 box, and you're gonna see a lot of seam line, which is not gonna be on the real production, I believe. Okay, so let's start with the base. The color that they use is pretty good. There's a lot of depth and details in it with the rocks and everything. The only bad thing is there's a lot of the same color throughout. Even the pipe here, you know, is dirty with mud or whatever. And the fire hydrant, it should have been a brighter red overall, just to give that contrast. And the spike here, I mean, it looks pretty good, but it could have been better as well. But the ground does kind of make it look more dynamic because of the explosion. All right, so that is a good thing about it. See, you can see a lot of seam line here, which not gonna be in the real product. Also, the base, I think it's just kind of too monotone. They all have almost of the same color throughout, so it's kind of boring if you ask me. As far as Devastator, I think he is the main show, and they did a really good job on the detail of the spike everywhere and the color of the skin. You can actually see like purple highlight and the gray, the brown. I mean, there's so much color in it, which is really cool. You can even see like all the spike details right here. And the patterns on the fabric, okay, I kind of give them that. It looks good, but except the color is still a bit monotone. If they could have made it darker somehow, just make it stand out from the rest of the base and statue, because his skin tone is already gray, so just make it more blue. That would be better, I believe. But overall, yeah, the details of Devastator, especially the portrait, is just awesome. Really love the red color eyes and the glow around it as well. I think open mouth is perfectly suited this guy right here, and you don't really need to switch out. Very good. Also, this manhole cover and the rock right here attached to Devastator himself on the side. So in case you're worrying about it leaning, which I don't think it's going to anyways, because he is on the ground on both feet. Now, this one is a bit tricky to put in for the prototype, so I guess it should be a lot easier on the production. But other than that, I think the engineering of it is pretty good. Also, one thing I really like is how the spike just kind of crisscross each other on his spine right here. Looks really awesome. Also, you're gonna see a lot of seam line everywhere, like I mentioned before, because of being a prototype. So you're gonna be seeing that throughout. Just don't pay attention to that, it's going to change. So that's not much to this piece, but overall I do like the concept, the dynamic pose of this character. I think it suits him. The only thing that needs to work on is basically the monotone color. I think they needs to make it pop more. Also, being a 1/4 scale of Devastator is supposed to be a lot bigger than this. Maybe compared to their Doomsday classic line, I really like that, and it's a lot bigger. Personally, I did not go for their 1/4 scale Dark Knight's Metal line. I went with the 1/3 scale with other company because it has more presence to it. But you guys let me know if you like this 1/4 scale line from XM Studios and what you think down in the comment. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace.